it going, everybody? Rybread here today, and so you guys are probably noticing if you watched the last one, that's not the Edmonton Oilers we will be playing, but it is instead the San Jose Sharks. Now, a little reason why is because as I went to go hit the save button, my game crashed, so I had to redo the entire season. Unfortunately, I didn't save anytime mid-season, but it's okay. We did even better. We are 56-20-6 this time. Forsberg had more points as well. I did try and keep it as much the same as possible. We did have some more injuries, but this time we finished with 118 points, boys, which is absolutely tremendous. I want to check, Edmonton did make the playoffs still, but damn, there were 3 teams over 100 points, so it was a good season for a lot of players. But us, we won the President's Trophy yet again, so I'll go ahead and show you guys the stats around the league and the stats for our team, because they are going to be slightly different just because of the simulation. So Philip Forsberg had 75 points, with Neil having 66, Arvidsson 64, Johansson had 60, Matthews had 59. So that's pretty much about what happened. We just had a few more points up at the top. And Pajot still had a fantastic season. Fiala, again, kind of disappointed slightly, but he got injured, so, 40 points in 75 games is kind of okay. But having guys like Perron, Spacek, and Smith be just behind him, I'd like to get him a little bit more, especially since he is a sniper. I'd like to get him some more goals. Trennan and Salamaki did stay up here all season. Connor Brown got to play a couple games. They did much better in this sim. Trennan and Spacek. Yeah, Spacek especially did a lot better. But I guess it's just each simulation, they're going to be different as far as what they're going to be simulating. Like, I apologize, guys. I really, really was unhappy that the sim didn't save. But we get to rekindle our rivalry with the San Jose Sharks. This will be the 3rd playoffs in a row that we have faced them. So let's go ahead and see if we can take the rubber match in the playoff series. Also, I am wearing my Sabres hat. I just bought this. It's got I got Jack Eichel's signature stitched right up there, boys. I'm pretty happy about this hat, so I just wanted to show it off for you guys. Also, a little bit of housekeeping. The beta is still going on. It's now open, and it is public for everybody, so you can go to the Xbox Store or the PlayStation Store and download it for free and play it. Make sure to send me your clips via YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram to go ahead and get your clips in a montage. But John Gibson had a fantastic season again. He did get hurt a little bit, so he did not play a ton of games. Gibson had a .212 save percentage, which was absolutely fantastic. Now, if we go check out the entire league, I forgot to mention I was talking about my hat when I pulled up Subban, but he had 74 points this season, which was tremendous. We didn't have that ridiculous Patrick Kane, Taves, and Panarin line, but they were still pretty good. They were still damn good. So, but Tarasenko is going to take home the Hart Memorial Trophy because he had 98 points. He's also going to take home the Maurice Rocket Richard with 57. Eichel almost had 40 again. As far as our players, Johansson was our highest guy, it looks like. As far as points, 75 there's Forsberg. He's just behind Crosby, ahead of Doughty, though. Erik Karlsson was a point-per-game player, boys, so he's going to be taking home the James Norris. And PK Subban was right behind him, so I was kind of hoping that in the resim but Larson here, boys, I believe John wanted to see his offensive awareness. It's a 94, but his passing is only an 89. I'm kind of confused. This guy, I mean, he's got great everywhere. I mean, his defense is fantastic. His offensive skills are great, but I don't see why he would be as good as he was in the last sim. 67 points seems right for him, but I'm scared to think that he's only 23 with low elite potential. But there we go. So then as far as goalies, stats-wise, let's go ahead and get to those. I believe John Gibson did not win it again. I did check this out, and it was somebody played out of their freaking mind. Yeah, Jonathan Quick, 208 save goal against average and a 931 save percentage. But John Gibson was the second best, although he played 10 less games than Quick, so maybe he had more wins though, which is kind of impressive. But if he played those 10 games, he would have better stats, or he could possibly have worse. But he bested guys like Carey Price and Matt Murray and UC Saros. There's Saros, boys. So 228 save percentage and a 922 save percentage, 228 goal against average. But yeah, he looks to be pretty good over there for the Carolina Hurricanes. Nothing too tremendous. I'm kind of glad we were able to trade him away and get some assets for him. So it's definitely going to help us in the long run. I'm not afraid of trading away big piece assets in favor of making the long-term vision of this team even better. Just because you know, I don't want to stay stuck in the past kind of thing, like hold on to these players. Like a guy like Johansson, like I said at the beginning of last video, I toyed with trading him away, but I didn't want to just because he was too good of a player to give up for an equal of Austin Matthews. But Kyle Turris, giving up those 2 firsts, I'm okay with as well. So now let's go ahead and get into the real matter of business in this video. We'll be taking on the San Jose Sharks. Again, here are our lines. We got Forsberg, who's now up to a 91, Austin Matthews, and James Neal. Then we have Fiala, Johansson, and Arvidsson, Smith, Pajot, Perron, which is a line that seems to have just really been clicking. You know, okay, they're not going to show the regulation stats, which is understandable. And then Salamaki, Spacek, and Trenin. That line actually performed pretty well for us defensively. Yossi and Subban. Subban obviously had a great season this year. Ekholm and Ellis, both at an 86. And then Shabbat and Stuart Percy, who actually, you know, won the starting role over Trevor Murphy, I think it was. But, so I think that was part of the reason we didn't simulate as well last time, is because I didn't figure that out. I tried to keep it as much the same, but injuries kind of forced my hand. And I didn't want to change everything up too much. I didn't make any other trades. You guys believe me, there's nothing else different about this team. It's all the same lines and everything. I just didn't send Spacek and Trenin down. Now let's go ahead and check out what the San Jose Sharks will be throwing at us in this year's playoffs. So they got Zuccarello still. Show me his face. There we go. He's 33. Couture is 32, and Pavelski is 36. So an aging first line, not bad though. And then their second line is pretty young, minus Bodker. But they have Nolan Patrick, who's an 86 at 22. This was his rookie season, boys. I forgot to see how he simulated. Yeah, this was his rookie season. He dropped 60 points, 20 goals, 40 assists, which is pretty good for a second liner. You know, Meyer, power forward. We've seen him before. Timo Meyer, yeah, that's fine. He's got 39 points, so he's not too great. I think Bodker is the real reason Nolan Patrick played so well. Then on their third line, it seems to be damn good. Tulanen, Carlson, and Donskoy. And then they have Hurdle, Tierney, and Hansen. Good God, they've got a pretty deep forward core, which kind of makes me suspect about their defense. Yeah, their defense is suspect, boys. That's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I'm like, you cannot have 85s and 86s on your third line. That are middle-aged. I guess you would say middle-aged, because, you know, 30 and 29 necessarily, and then Hurdle is 27. That's what I call it. As soon as they stop growing, I'm going to call it, like, middle of their prime age, anyway. Vlasic is their really only good defenseman. Then they have Mirko Mueller, Justin Braun, a defensive defenseman, Julius Bergman, and then Kevon Fitzgerald. Is that Kevin Fitzgerald? I hope that's not Kevin. Kevon Fitzgerald and Jeremy Roy, who's a good offensive defenseman, but he really hasn't grown, which is kind of unfortunate. And then in goal, I wonder if they still do have Martin Jones and Darcy Kemper. So I like Darcy Kemper's name. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked in this video. It's late at night. I had some computer issues, but hopefully the technology starts liking me again, and we're able to get this one up without any kind of concerns. But yeah, let's see if we can go ahead and beat the San Jose Sharks. I mean, they look like a good forward core, so it may be kind of a shootout, but I trust in Gibson being the second best goalie in the league, that he's going to be able to have another fantastic performance. And I don't think we go as he goes anymore, as we saw in last sim, because he didn't do tremendous. He was a top 5 goalie again, but you know, we still did just about as good as we did in this one, and he was even better in this one. So I think I figured it out where now the rest of the team is going to be good, but let's see if they can step up in the first period. Oh, they don't, and Melker Karlsson scores the first goal of this year's playoffs, the 2022 playoffs, on John Gibson halfway through the first period. We do outshoot the San Jose Sharks. Come on, boys. I know you got some offense in you. Let's go in the second period. And there it is. There's that offense. David Perron and Matthias Ekholm. Sorry, there's a huge thunderstorm around here, too. So, Jesus. Lots of distractions. Anyway, I'm going to try and stay focused for you, boys. Ekholm scores with 11 seconds left in the period to get us the lead as we head into this third period. David Perron tied it up earlier on in the period, but now this is huge. They're on the power play. Ooh, we gave them a perfect opportunity to tie it, but then we get a power play, and we can't take the lead, and Braun makes us pay for not capitalizing on the power play, and we give San Jose a long power play again, but they can't capitalize as we approach 5 minutes left in the third period. We got 2 minutes. 1 minute. Is it going to be an overtime game? It is going to be an overtime game in the first year in our quest to defend the cup, boys. All right. Are we going to have a hero on home ice? Let's go, boys. Against the San Jose Sharks, we don't have Mike Fisher anymore, and he just retired from the NHL. Shout out to you. Tip of the cap to Mike Fisher. Great career. But now his Nashville Predators are in overtime in 2022 against the San Jose Sharks in game number 1. 5 minutes left in the period, boys. There's still no goals on that board. Shots are about even. 2 minutes left in the period. 1 minute. And we're headed to a double overtime in game number 1. It's going to be... Whew, this could set the tone for the series. This could snatch a lot of momentum right off the bat. Let's go, boys. Let's take it. Let's punch him in the mouth and not let down. Come on, Nashville. Let's go. Oh, and Matt Zuccarello, I call him an aging first line, and he goes to show me that he's still got some left in the tank. 3-2 San Jose, and they take game number 1 in Nashville. Now, Kevin Fiala is happy because of his ice time, and Craig Smith has a mild concussion, which is probably why we didn't win that game, because we were really, really hot. But we have downtown Connor Brown, the main piece of that Toronto Maple Leafs trade. So let's go ahead and set these lines, boys. All right, let's go ahead and go to best lines here, just because that's what I've been throwing out. I'm going to put Neil back up on that first line. I don't think Arvidsson really deserved... he had 2 penalty minutes anyway. I don't want to... Yeah, he had 64 points this season, so he did do well on that second line. But James Neal had 66 points. That's not really a lot of difference. Maybe... You know what? No, I'll move Arvidsson up there if we have an issue, but we got the third line of Perron, Peugeot, and Salamaki, and then Trenton, Spotcheck, Brown. That's a suspect fourth line. I'm not really confident about that fourth line. I should have checked... I can check out who was a minus here. Who was a... That second pairing was a minus. Jesus, that second pairing loves to be minus players, don't they? I'm going to put Ekholm back down here with Stuart Percy and kind of spread out our defense, because the Predators actually do that in real life. They do spread out their defense quite well, because they've got so many players, you know, on their roster that could be a top 4 defenseman. It's just absolutely ridiculous. All right, so now we're headed up against the San Jose Sharks back at home for a game number 2. We do have a player morale. It's probably Connor Brown talking to us. So let's go ahead and get that over with. I believe he likes demanding. And, okay, he doesn't really give a shit what I say, which is fine. I don't care. If you don't care what I'm going to say, as long as you don't bitch about it, okay? That's all I care about. All right, so let's go ahead and get into game number 2 against the San Jose Sharks. We need a strong showing, especially with Craig Smith being out with a concussion. Kills us right now. A mild concussion nonetheless, but it's still a concussion. He's still going to be out for some time. Come on, boys. Can we take this game? We need to take this game. Let's go. First period. All right, Austin Matthews. I'm not used to seeing that name score for us. That just made me really excited to see a guy like Austin Matthews, the trade paying off. All right, boys, 1-0. We doubled the shots of the San Jose Sharks. Will we be able to do that for the second period? Okay, we each score 1 goal, but I'm okay with that because we already had the lead. Logan Couture scores halfway through, and then Philip Forsberg in that first line answers. So it's been a battle of the 2 first lines here, boys. But we are still up 2-1. They did outshoot us by quite a bit that period. We are now on the power play, a 5-on-3, a 5-on-4, and we cannot capitalize on it. Interesting, boys. We could not get the power play done, but Mika Salamaki scores for us. And then Victor Arvidsson, boys. All right, maybe he's proven to me that he should be on that first line, or maybe the second line is just perfect for him, but I don't know. Halfway through the period, he gets the Nashville Predators a 3-goal lead, and that is all she wrote, boys. 4-1, Predators win, taking the series back to San Jose, tied. Awesome. So let's go ahead and check out who did what, because I keep neglecting to look at this. Forsberg and Matthews both had a golden assist. They probably assisted and scored each other's, you know what I mean. PK Subban was a -1, even though he, and then David Perron. So, like I said, that third line of theirs is ridiculously good. They're sacrificing defense for it, but that third line is absolutely brilliant of the San Jose Sharks. They got 86, 85, 83. I got 3 83s there. I used to have an 86, but, yeah, your bottom 6 really, really does matter in simulation, boys. I know NHL 17 is basically done with, but, yeah, it's just if you're still doing stuff before NHL 18 comes out, make sure you focus on your bottom 6. All right, game number 3 in San Jose. Let's go, boys. Let's get off to a strong first period again. Come on, Nashville. Put some pucks in the back of the net. And, okay, Shabbat did. He's taking that extra ice time and making the most of it there. But Tomas Hertl scores on that fourth line. Yeah, our fourth line is, like I said, it's suspect. And it's a little bit weaker because we lost. We had to call up Connor Brown because he's a sniper, not a defender. Anyway, all right. It's 1-1. Not too big of a deal. It is. We are dominating on the shot board. But it could certainly change like it did last game. We need to put more pucks in the net. I don't care the amount of shots as long as we get more goals in the second period. All right, we do. We do put more pucks on net and behind the goaltender, Martin Jones. I think it's Tomas Meyer scores and gives San Jose a 2-1 lead, but Perron answers to make it 2-2, and Forsberg, 39 seconds later, goes ahead and gets Nashville a 1-goal lead as we head into this third period. We are doubling them up in shots, but that doesn't matter because they're only down by 1, and never mind, they are tied. We cannot hold a freaking lead in this, can we? But we're now on the power play, and we cannot capitalize and take the lead again halfway through the period. We are pumping the shots on Martin Jones, and Forsberg finally finds a way to beat him on our 37th shot, 38th shot maybe. 2.5 minutes, 90 seconds, and downtown Connor Brown scores, boys. And it's a 5-3 victory for your Nashville Predators. We did lose the lead, but we did take it back as well. So let's go ahead and find out who did what. Key performers were Ellis, Forsberg, and Matthews. God, the Forsberg-Matthews combination is ridiculous. If only I could find a winger to complement them and be just as good, because, yeah, Neil didn't get a point. Interesting. So maybe Neil shouldn't be on that first line. You know what? I don't want to ruin it because we do have a 2-1 series lead. Maybe if we go up 3-1, I'll go ahead and try some... Oh, there we go. Beautiful. I'm going to hit continue. I don't know if he's fully healed yet. I don't want to... He's fully recovered. Beautiful. Okay. So he is good to go, boys. He can come back in. I did do some scouting as well. There's nobody in the rest of the world. Come on. So let's go ahead and scout some goalies for a week. Why not? Because you can always use more goalies. And the AHL regular season has ended, but we unfortunately did not make the playoffs. Up there in Milwaukee. God, I gotta figure out what the hell, what city I'm in. Alright, so we're gonna hit best lines, and they are gonna leave Trennan in, Fiala. They are putting an Arvidsson on that first line. I'm gonna leave Connor Brown up here, but I am gonna scratch him for some games. Hopefully he doesn't mind, because he is a depth forward, I believe. So hopefully he doesn't mind, but we have a really good chance to take a 3-1 series lead and really put the pressure on the San Jose Sharks as we head back to Nashville. But we got one more game in San Jose before we can think about Nashville, boys. Let's go ahead and snatch it early. Let's go. First period. And Joe Pavelski nets the first one 7 minutes into the game. And San Jose's got an early 1-0 lead on the Predators that we are unable to score in that first period. But we can have a bounce-back second period. It just takes one puck to go past Martin Jones. Let's see, second period. And one puck gets by him, but Roy and Tulanen score on Gibson, and it's 3-1 for San Jose. Come on, Nashville. I need you to step up. Oh, Matt Zuccarello, son of a bitch. Putting Victor Arvidsson on that first line certainly does not look like a right move now. We are getting blasted. It is 4-1. They're on the power play. Holy shit, how long were they on the power play for? 5 minutes? Who took a major penalty in the third period? Good God. All right, penalties. Oh, shit, okay. Perron took a checking from behind major. Come on, man. All right, and a 4-1 loss. Who was it that was the big-time, Fiala, Johansson? Oh, Jesus, that line does not click. Does not click at all with James Neal on it. It's better with Victor Arvidsson on it, so I'm going to put Victor Arvidsson back on that second line, not because he didn't perform on the first line, although the first line didn't do anything, but just because that second line seemed to plummet with James Neal on it. James Neal might be somebody who's coming to the end of his tenure as a Nashville Predator. I mean, he's got 4 years left, and he's going to be 37 at the end of his... Geez, that might be a contract I look to unload, boys. Hopefully I don't have to think about that until after we win the Stanley Cup back-to-back. But we got to take care of the San Jose Sharks first. I can't be thinking about a back-to-back cup. We're tied with the San Jose Sharks in round... Ooh, I don't want to play the game. That's not how we do it here on my channel. We are tied with the San Jose Sharks. We won the President's Trophy. They snuck in as a wild card team. We got to take this game. We got to at least make it to round number 2. Come on, boys. We cannot lose the rubber series against the San Jose Sharks. Get a strong first period for us, boys. Here we go. First period. And Fiala scores 5 seconds left. Yes. And he ties it up as Bodker scores about 5 minutes into the first period. San Jose again gets that early lead. Come on, Gibson. I need you to shut her down for the rest of the game. And Nashville find a way to get a couple more pucks past Martin Jones. Our offense has been kind of anemic this series. We've had some explosions, but we need more offense. Let's go, boys. Second period. And as I'm screaming at the team to get more offense, neither team scores in that second period, and it's 1-1. Next goal is crucial in this third period. 5 minutes in, nothing to report so far, but San Jose then goes on the power play, and it's a long one too. It's a major, and we are able to kill it off. Thank God. The shots are in San Jose's favor now. 5 minutes left in the period. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And we're headed to another overtime game on home ice. Hopefully this one ends a little bit better than the last one. Come on, boys. We need an overtime hero in front of these home ice fans. A 5-on-3 for San Jose for 2 minutes. And then we are able to kill it off, thank God. But they are pouring on the shots. A 5-on-3 in overtime will do that. And there it is, the real deal. James Neal nets the overtime winner. And we take a 3-2 series lead headed to San Jose. They put 40 shots on, but my man, John Gibson, goes ahead and shuts the door down. He shut him down. Holy crap, boys. All right, so nobody was a minus player, which leads me to believe that they scored a power play goal. Not too sure though, but I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna argue. A 2-1 win with Gibson making what? Oh, I thought oh my God, I read goal against average at .85 as a save percentage. Jesus, I was like, how the hell did he only have an 85% save percentage? He made 39 of 40 saves. But yeah, great performance. Oh, yeah, Fiala, step your ass up. Come on. And because of ice time. Oh, my God. Come on. Subban's loving his ice time. Maybe I should just switch their positions. Craig Smith, yeah, you need to step up too. All right, but we're up 3-2 in the series. Things seem to be working for us right now. Let's go ahead and go to San Jose, see if we can take it and avoid a crucial Game 7. Oh, all right, here we go, boys. First period. Oh, shit. And they get out to a strong showing on home ice. First period, 2 goals in the first half of the period, and we get off to a very sluggish start, but can we bounce back in the second period? We don't. We allow Tulane to score, makes it 3-0, but then James Neal finally decides to put one in, and it's 3-1. James Neal's the only person to score in the last, 5 periods for the Predators, and Logan Couture nets one, makes it 4-1 San Jose as we approach halfway through the period. This team did not show up today. San Jose showed up with their backs against the wall, and Ryan Johansson scores. Do we have a late push? It's too little, too late, boys. Johansson nets one, cuts it to 2, but we aren't able to score. And shit, we're going to a game number 7. Oh, son of a bitch, Matthias Ekholm, you literally are such a bad minus player. It's absolutely incredible, but that first line seems to not have done well. Yeah. Ekholm and Percy did not do well together either. That was just a bad performance all around from the team. So, home ice, game number 7, son of a bitch. I'm so nervous right now, boys. I do not want to get bounced in round 1. Especially after the game screwed me over when we should have been playing the Oilers, who won 4-1 against the Kings. So maybe it's a good thing we're not playing them. But yeah, damn, we do not. Shit. Game number 7, boys, on home ice. Let's go and get it. We need to come out strong in the first period. Come on, boys. First period. All right. It's 0-0. San Jose, please don't bring the rage out of me again. Nobody wants to see rye bread rage. Second period. Yes! James Neal, the real fucking deal. Let's go. And it's 1-0. Oh, as we head into the third period. Oh, shots are in our favor as well. 5 minutes in, nothing to report, no power plays. Thomas Hurdle scores on Gibson, and he cannot keep the shutout going. And San Jose's on the power play, and Nolan Patrick scores. Now there's 10 minutes left in the period. Somebody's got to score for Nashville, or else we're bouncing the first round. 5 minutes, come on. Put the pressure on, boys. Where are the and Austin Matthews scores. And there we go, boys. Austin Matthews, 2.5 minutes let go in the third period, and he saves our season. He saves the season, but it's not over, boys. It's 2-2 in overtime. Are we going to have a hero, or is San Jose going to snatch this one right away from us? And there it is! Kevin Fiala, after poor performances, nets one, and we're going to move on, boys. I'm sorry, it's the first round, and I'm getting so hyped, but oh my God, I was expecting, to get screwed over by the simulation there. The San Jose Sharks did screw us over in the past. Oh, yes. There we go. Oh, the real deal. Austin Matthews, and then Kevin frickin' Fiala, boys. Oh, Kevin Clutch Fiala. Kevin Clutch Fiala, boys. James Neal was a -1, but I don't give a shit. He had one goal. He had a goal that took the lead for us. Austin Matthews, with 2.5 minutes left, sends Smashville in a frenzy, headed to overtime. And Kevin Clutch Fiala scores in overtime to send Nashville on to the second round of the playoffs. Oh my god, you'd assume that. I think I was almost more hype for this than I was the Stanley Cup. Alright, and it looks like the playoffs are set. Moving on are the Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers, Nashville Predators, Winnipeg Jets, Montreal Canadiens. Oh, wait. The Pittsburgh Penguins and the Carolina Hurricanes have eliminated Kylie Yarncrook, Austin Watson, and the Columbus Blue Jackets, boys. Oh, you know what I just noticed? The Buffalo Sabres did not make the playoffs. Last year's Eastern Conference champions were nowhere to be found in this year's playoffs. Whoa, what the hell happened out there in Buffalo? Sorry, I just gotta look up what the hell happened. Yeah, I wanted to be in regular season points, right? And Buffalo Sabres, what the hell? Did they have any big injuries? And no, Kevin Klein, Lotta, Nick Baptiste. I mean, Lotta, I guess, but damn, what the hell happened out there in Buffalo? I mean, Eichel, Nylander, Oposo, Henrique, O'Reilly, Asplund did not seem to be like a very good line. Defensively, they don't have defenders that put up points. Goaltending-wise, did Leonard just shit the bed? Or, yeah, 909 save percentage and a 267 goal again. Wow, Buffalo missing the playoffs is a shocker to me. I'm sorry, boys. I was hoping for a rematch, but looks like they finished last in their division. 82 points to finish at the bottom of their division, and they finished 5th last in the NHL. Wow, talk about bombing. And the Arizona Coyotes, who we faced in the Western Conference Finals, were the last place team. We are destroying. And when I say destroying, I don't mean just being on the scoreboard. I mean the franchise. We beat the Arizona Coyotes in the Western Conference Finals, sent them to the bottom of the NHL, the very bottom. Then, in Game 7, we beat the Buffalo Sabres and send them to 5th last in the NHL. Now, of course, that could be the second simulation I was forced to do, but damn, boys. Wow. I feel bad for any team that wants to step up. I mean, look, we ruined the Central Division. Nobody in the Central Division even stands a chance anymore. Good God. Every team we beat, we dismantled a franchise. Wow. So looks like we got the Winnipeg Jets coming up in round number 2, boys. It's Oilers, Canucks, Predators, Jets, Senators, Canadiens, which should be a good one, and Penguins, Hurricanes. UC Saros leading the Carolina Hurricanes to round number 2. Well, there we go, boys. That is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you get notified when I go ahead and post the Winnipeg Jets video, and I will see you in the next one.